Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Slow English channel, where we speak English slowly, clearly, and naturally, so you can feel calm, confident, and ready to speak with us. I'm Daisy from London, and today we're talking about something that every English learner, yes, every single one, faces at some point. That moment when you feel like your English just stops improving. You've been learning, studying, maybe even speaking for years, and suddenly it feels like you're walking but not moving forward.
Yes, that's the classic English plateau. It's like you're climbing a hill and suddenly the ground feels flat. You keep walking, but the view doesn't seem to change. You feel stuck, frustrated, even a little lost.
This is a really common problem, Peter, and I want to emphasize something to really help everyone. As a qualified English teacher with more than 10 years of experience, I want to say that if you've ever thought, why do I still make the same mistakes? Or why can I understand but not speak fluently? You're not alone. It's one of the most common struggles I see in my students.
And the good news is, it's not permanent. Today, we'll explain why this happens and share 5 simple but powerful fixes to help you move forward again, step by step, and enjoy the process too.
And if you enjoy learning English in this calm, natural way, please take a second to subscribe to the Slow English channel, give this video a like, and share it with your friends. It really helps us keep making lessons like this one. All right, ready, Daisy?
Always ready. Let's start with the big question. Why do learners feel stuck?
The first thing to know is this feeling is not a failure. It's a normal part of learning any language. Your brain learns fast at first, but then it needs time to organize and connect everything.
Exactly. When you start learning, progress is fast because everything is new. You learn greetings, simple grammar, basic vocabulary, and every lesson feels exciting. You can see your progress.
But then something changes. You move from beginner to intermediate. Now you know a lot, but you don't always feel better. You start to notice your mistakes more. You compare yourself to others. You listen to a native speaker and think, wow, they talk so fast. I'll never sound like that.
And that's when fear sneaks in. You start worrying more than practicing. You stop speaking because you don't want to sound wrong. You keep understanding English, but you stop using it. That's the trap. That's what creates the plateau.
Yes. You know, Daisy, I call it the quiet phase. The learner knows a lot, but they go quiet. They listen more than they speak. They read more than they write. And after a while, they feel like their English has stopped improving, even though the brain is still learning inside.
That's a wonderful point, Daisy. You see, your brain doesn't stop growing. It just changes the kind of work it's doing. Instead of collecting new words, it starts connecting old ones. That work is invisible. That's why you feel stuck.
Exactly. So the key is not to panic. You're not at the end of your journey. You're just in the middle of transformation, and now it's time to approach English in a smarter way. Let's start with the first fix. Change how you measure progress. So many learners think progress means I learned 10 new words today, or I finished a new grammar unit. But real progress, the kind that makes you fluent, is not about how much you learn, it's about how well you use what you know.
Yes, you can know 10,000 English words, but if you can't use them in a sentence, they're just sitting in your head like books on a shelf. Progress is when you can speak naturally, when English starts to feel like part of you.
Here's an example. Imagine you know the word actually. Instead of learning 5 new words, spend today practicing actually in different ways. Actually, I prefer coffee. Actually, that's not what I meant. Actually, I'm not sure. By the end of the day, you'll own that word. You'll be able to use it without thinking.
That's when English becomes automatic. So don't ask how many words did I learn today? Ask how many words can I use today?
And celebrate small victories. Even if you say one sentence more confidently than yesterday, that's progress. Real learning isn't loud. It's sometimes quiet, but it's still growing.
All right, fix number 2. Listen deeply, not more. This one's big. Many learners believe that the key to fluency is listening to more English. So they play English all day. Movies, podcasts, songs, everything. But their brain never truly focuses.
Right. Quantity isn't the problem. It's attention. You don't need 10 hours of background noise. You need 10 minutes of deep listening. Here's how you do it. Pick one short clip, maybe from your favorite movie or YouTube channel. Listen once for meaning, then again for pronunciation, then again to repeat.
That's called active listening. When you focus on every sound, every rhythm, you're training your brain to hear English like a native.
And there's another secret: shadowing. When you shadow, you listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say at the same time. You match their speed, their tone, their emotion.
I love that technique. When you shadow, you're not just hearing English, you're feeling it. Your mouth starts moving the right way. Your voice starts finding the rhythm.
It's like singing along with English. At first, it feels silly, but then it becomes powerful. Your pronunciation, your confidence, and your listening all grow together.
All right, fix number 3. Speak every day, even if you're alone. Many learners think they can't practice speaking because they don't have a partner. But the truth is, you don't need one.
Yes, you can practice with yourself. Talk to your mirror. Describe what you're doing. Narrate your day. Say, I'm making tea. I'm going to work. I feel happy today. Every time you speak out loud, you build your fluency muscle.
Exactly. Speaking is a skill, not a test. You don't wait until you're perfect to start. You get better by doing it. You know, I had a student once, a lovely lady from Korea named Hana. She started recording one short message in English every morning. just 1 minute, about her plans for the day. After 2 months, her pronunciation was clearer, her confidence doubled, and her fear of speaking disappeared.
That's such a great example. You see, speaking alone removes the pressure. You can make mistakes freely. You can pause, repeat, or laugh at yourself. It's your private English gym.
Yes, and the best part? Your voice gets stronger every day because every word you speak tells your brain, I'm using this language now.
Now let's talk about fix number 4. Review smartly. Many learners think progress means learning something new every day. But the truth is, progress comes from remembering what you already learned.
Yes, repetition is not boring. It's brain training. When you review old material, you make those words permanent. Instead of watching 100 videos once, watch 5 videos 10 times. Your brain needs repetition to build automatic memory.
Exactly. That's how native speakers become fluent. They hear and use the same patterns thousands of times. That's why phrases like, you know, or I think so, come out so naturally for them.
So be patient. Repetition isn't going backward, it's going deeper.
And now, the final fix. Rest wisely. Most learners forget that rest is part of learning. They think if they're not studying, they're wasting time. But your brain needs time to recharge.
Yes, when you sleep or take a walk, your brain organizes all the information you learned. That's why sometimes, after a break, you suddenly understand something that used to confuse you.
Exactly. It's like when you can't find your keys. You stop looking, and suddenly you remember where they are. Your brain works better when it's calm.
So take breaks, rest, do something that makes you happy. You're not lazy. You're giving your brain the space it needs to grow.
Peter, I think the biggest lesson here is that being stuck doesn't mean you've failed. It just means you've entered a new level of learning, one that needs a new strategy.
Absolutely. Learning English isn't a straight road. It's like waves. Sometimes you rise fast, sometimes it's calm. Both are part of the journey.
So don't say, I'm not improving. Say, I'm growing quietly, because you are.
And when you feel frustrated, just remember, you've already come so far. You understand this podcast. That's already amazing.
So let's review the 5 simple fixes. 1. Change how you measure progress. 2. Listen deeply, not endlessly. 3. Speak every day, even alone. 4. Review smartly. 5. Rest wisely.
And remember, you are not behind. You are not slow. You are learning at your own beautiful pace.
The goal isn't perfection, it's connection. English is your bridge to the world. Every word you learn is a new key that opens a door.
So keep walking, keep listening, keep speaking. You're not stuck. You're just getting ready for your next big step.
And if you enjoyed today's talk, please like this episode, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the Slow English channel. We post calm, clear English every week, made with love and patience.
Until next time, keep smiling, keep learning, and keep believing in your English journey. See you next time on the Slow English channel.